Welcome back to freetradingsystems.org. In this lesson we're going to learn what I think is probably one of the most important aspects of trading. But before we do that, as always, if you haven't completed the lessons and the action steps from the previous chapter, make sure you go back and do that before following on. Now, what do you think is the most important aspect of trading? In my opinion, the most important aspect of trading is psychology. And next to that would be money management. Now, the reason I say money management is so important is it's ultimately going to determine if you're profitable or not. It underpins every successful trading system I've ever looked at. And that said, it's one of the least known or least applied aspects of trading. Sure, it's come into a little bit more fashion with the books like New Market Wizards and Market Wizards and Dr. Van Tharp. Yet, that said, it's to new traders, to a lot of new traders, it's virtually unknown. But it really is one of the most important aspects. Perhaps the best way to illustrate how important it is with an example. Let's say that we enter into a stock and we get a fantastic entry, and we also get a fantastic exit, and we make $1 on this trade. So if we've made $1 on this trade, we've got $1 profit when looking at a per share basis. What determines how much money we really make? Okay, sure, that particular trade was a profitable trade, but what is it that determines how much money we actually made on that trade? It's going to be how much money we put into that trade. And obviously, on the flip side, let's say that we have a losing trade and we lost $1. What determines how much money we actually lose? On that one trade, we might have lost $1, but what determines ultimately how much we lose is how much we put into the market. Now, that is a very simplistic view of trying to look at why money management is so important, because it's ultimately going to determine how much money you're going to make. But more than that as well, it determines how much risk you're going to take as well, because how much money you put into the market is how much money you're risking. So money management really is an absolute key part of your trading system. And you need to manage the level of risk when you're trading. That's really what trading is all about. Trading is about managing risk, because the aim of the game for you shouldn't be so much to make a huge profit. The aim of the game is to keep your risk as small as possible so you can trade as long as you can. And once you're trading for as long as you can, a byproduct of that is profits. But the real key at the outset is to make sure that you don't lose all of your money. And that's what money management is all about. I suppose where I learned the majority of what I learned about money management, I got from Dr. Van Tharp. And he's got a great book called How to Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom. And I 100% recommend that book. It's a fantastic book, and it'll teach you how to employ excellent money management in no matter what trading system you decide to trade. What I found though, working with a lot of clients, as you know, I've coached a lot of clients have found that the book can be quite dense, and you really do need to read some of the paragraphs a few times before you completely get it. What I found was so many of my clients were having trouble when they got to the money management part, because they'd say, oh, okay, we'll go read Dr. Van Tharp's work. It would almost be a stumbling block for them, because they either didn't understand it or they misunderstood it, one of the two. So what I did was I put together, that's the reason I put together my course called Trading Secrets Revealed, which just focuses in on the money management component of designing profitable trading systems. And it was a fantastic course that distilled everything that I learnt from Dr. Van Tharp into a much easier, more manageable sort of process. Unfortunately, though, at the moment that course is currently sold out. Occasionally I do release copies, and if you want to shoot us an email through our support and let us know that you want to be put on the waiting list, we can definitely do that. But at this stage, for this particular component of your money management system, what you need to do is you need to get some rules in place for your money management. And to do that, you're either going to get yourself a copy of Dr. Van Thup's How to Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom, or you're going to get yourself a copy of Trading Secrets Revealed. No matter which way you do that, that's fine, as long as you have documented, just like you documented your entry rules, you need to document your money management rules. How do you decide how much money you're going to put into the market? And that's pretty much it. So once you've done that, that'll be the action steps for this particular chapter. So scroll down, make sure you work through all the content below, and then do your action step, and then I'll see you in the next lesson.